Hello, everybody. Wait, what was I gonna play? Oh crap, I forgot. Okay, wait. I got an idea. Probably first time anyone's ever heard of this, but we may just be playing not Gary's Bad, Stanley Parable. It's pretty funny and stuff. Very pretty French. I don't even know who that is. Anyway, but I guess we should. So, okay. Also, put in the comments what you want to see next. You want to see Goat Simulator, Turbo Dash, or Town of Salem? So put that in the comments below, and I will make that video off of it. So let's go ahead and play Stanley Parable. Okay, we're in game. It's just too bad. Let me try zooming out. Is that better? Oh, I guess it is. Okay. So, this is Stanley Parable, and this is what it says. You are playing the Stanley Parable. And the announcer's pretty funny. I use them in my Dota 2 things, but... Ooh, I made you Dota 2. I don't know. Okay, begin the game. Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is loading, never, or probably gonna be never after that, but, yeah. Yeah, like, ugh. You know, I'm just gonna let that thing load. Okay, sorry guys, I accidentally skipped the intro, but I'm gonna go into my regular game camera thing. I think we're just gonna play the regular one for now, and we'll do like different ones later on in the game, but let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And I'll mostly let the announcer talk instead of me, so. Also, I want to do everything that the narrator tells me. Which is kind of not like me, but like.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, I really like these. These. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Okay, wait, no. Come on. I know. Everyone is unique, you most of all. I'm probably that, like right there. Right there. Oh, okay. Number of slides on the slide. Slides, charts. Yeah. Louder. Let's just keep going. But I really like the one.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Okay, I didn't really mean to do that. I was trying to look at the thing and see what else said. And I want to show you guys, so.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Try again that way. I guess this should be okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief if.
What? And this beef. That was weird. Okay.
orchestrated this? What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
4, and here's where it is. Remember?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I always wanted to know what was behind here. There's like a room back here. However, pretty sure it's not anything. However, now there's anything. But let's go down. And remember, in this game you cannot jump. That's actually an achievement. Try jumping enough times and they'll actually get the achievement. You can't jump. You can't do it. Loading. 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 So, new place. Great. Yep. I see my pants.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Thanks for showing out light.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's an escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, then I'm not going to go out there.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had way too much to live for.
Should I press the button? I'll press it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I'm going to show you what it is.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm going to try to do this. Let's see. Okay, so you see all the rows of people. Is that back? Okay. Straight at it. And... Oof.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Yeah, this is mine.
Freedom meant nothing.
Stanley's. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back down, and hopefully it will not fall. I don't think it will. But you can see, I'm co-employee 2427, and you can see that right there. And that's pretty much my office, which I really like that. They did an extra point to it, but let's go ahead. And boop, boop, boop. And we're going to go ahead and turn on the elevator.
This mind
and it comes down.
Facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Shut up. I'm going to turn it up.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There's not really much more to do. So.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Yay,
No
it's
longer
society.
would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The end. So, that's pretty much the end of the regular main story, and there's not really anything else, mostly, but I'll make another one soon. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya!